Dan Willis here, and we're talking about the Action Collection Agency of Boston and specifically how to pay collections or negotiate a settlement agreement. Now, you only want to enter into negotiations if your account has been validated and you've investigated the statute of limitations, that legal time window. In case you missed that, we discussed that here in an earlier video. In case you missed it, we'll include a link in the description below. Now, if your account is validated and it's within that statute of limitations legal time window, our next step is to negotiate a settlement agreement directly with Action Collection Agency. There's two parts to your agreement, and it's best to get this in writing. First, we need to negotiate to settle the debt for less than the total account balance. Recall, your total balance has likely been inflated with interest fees and collection fees. Often, you'll be able to settle for just a fraction of the total account balance, typically somewhere in the ballpark of as little as 20% up to about 40% of the balance. For instance, with a $1,000 debt, you may be able to settle for just 25% or $250. This is standard operating practice in the debt collection industry, especially when it comes to medical bills. And every debt collector should be thrilled to accept a settlement for less payment. The exact amount of your settlement will depend on your specific circumstances. One of the big factors is the age of the debt, as in how old is the debt. Frequently, the older the debt is, the less you'll have to pay. Don't lose sight of the fact that Action Collection Agency and virtually every debt collector only gets paid if you pay. In other words, you're the one with the power and upper hand in this negotiation. The second part of your agreement is mission critical. We must get Action Collection Agency to agree that in exchange for your payment, they'll stop reporting your account information to all three credit bureaus. If we overlook this part of our settlement agreement, once we make payment, the only thing that'll change is the status of the collection on your credit report. It'll be changed from an unpaid collection to a paid collection, and this is still a negative credit report item that'll damage your credit score. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. Now let's talk about what's called a pay for delete. Have you heard of this amazing sounding approach to dealing with debt collectors? It's where we demand the debt collector first delete the negative item on our credit reports, and then we'll make payment. How great it'd be if it worked this way. Despite seeing this wishful thinking all over the internet, it's not based in reality. In our decade-plus years of working the front lines with folks, we've yet to hear of anyone or any debt collector ever making this agreement for many obvious reasons. Instead, we suggest you get Action Collection Agency to simply agree to stop reporting your account information to the three credit bureaus in exchange for your payment. This will enable us to remove the collection mark from your credit report in our final step here coming up. If you make your settlement payment by check, it's wise to refer to the agreement, your settlement agreement, on the check's memo line. Writing something along the lines of their agreement to stop reporting your account information to the credit bureaus in exchange for your payment, as this will provide you with additional evidence on the off chance Action Collection Agency doesn't keep their word. Now, our final step is looking at how to remove medical collections from your credit report. And to do this, we're going to need to exercise more of your consumer rights, this time granted by the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. This federal legislation is what empowers you to dispute and challenge any item on your credit reports so long as you believe it's inaccurate, incorrect, or made in error. And we're going to dispute the Action Collection Agency collection mark. There's three ways to file your credit report dispute: online, over the phone, and by mail. Once the credit bureaus get your dispute, they first get to deem it valid or frivolous. Only on valid disputes are they required to investigate the item. And this is another conversation for another time and place, so make sure you visit the link in the description below and check out an article at our website and grab a free report, The 7 Proven Ways to Boost Your Credit Score. Once the credit bureaus get your dispute and find it valid, they're required to investigate. They'll call it a reinvestigation, during which they'll contact the Action Collection Agency and request verification of the account. As per your settlement agreement directly with the Action Collection Agency, they won't verify your account when the credit bureaus investigate. As a result, and in compliance with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the credit bureaus must remove this collection item from your credit reports. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is very clear that every item on your credit report must be verifiable. If not, it must be removed. This is how to legally remove bad credit items and without just waiting 7 long, expensive, and embarrassing years. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. On a sidebar, if this collection mark is on all 3 of your credit reports with Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, you'll need to file 3 separate credit report disputes, 1 dispute per bureau. One dispute per bureau. For clarity, you'll need to file an Equifax dispute to potentially clear your Equifax credit report, along with another dispute for TransUnion to clear your TransUnion credit report, and likewise with Experian. On a final word, there have been amendments made to the Fair Credit Reporting Act in the many decades it's been on the books. Today, you can dispute a data furnisher directly, thus bypassing the credit bureaus, and in this case, the data furnisher would be Action Collection Agency of Boston. Now let's wrap all this stuff together. And look, it's not easy dealing with debt collectors, nor is it easy living in our brave new world with less than perfect credit. After all, poor tax is real. It's essential to know every last one of these alphabet soup laws have been passed to protect you, the consumer. Not a one of them is for the credit bureaus or the debt collectors. When all is said and done, your credit score is akin to your grade point average, or GPA, and glory school days bygone. It doesn't matter if you're acing all your classes if you're failing underwater basket weaving. That one negative mark will annihilate your overall GPA. This too is true of your credit score, and this is why it's of such paramount importance to clean up your credit report and remove any dings, blemishes, or errors. We encourage our members to consider professional, legal, and legitimate credit repair companies to help, because in 2017 alone, over 10 million negative items were removed from consumers' credit reports. One of the best is the Lexington Law Firm. They've helped their clients remove collections, late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, repossessions, student loans, and many more negative credit report items. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit report consultation by calling toll-free 1-844-517-7627. Again, that's for a free credit report consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-844-517-7627. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, The 7 Proven Ways to Boost Your Credit Score. And of course, subscribe and join our congregation. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.